Hi, so I'm back with another short video. I just wanted to speak on the commandments, God's 10 commandments that he wrote on stone. Um, it's many commandments, over 600 commandments. However, I just wanted to touch base on how we should actually be being obedient to God's commandments, because that means a lot to God. And many of you may know the 10 commandments, but I just want to read in Deuteronomy 5:6 here, what it states on the 10 commandments. So if you have your Bibles and you just want to follow along, or if you don't have it right at the moment, you can most definitely listen and follow along. So again, Deuteronomy 5:6. It says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the place of slavery. Do not have other gods besides me. Do not make an idol for yourself in the shape of anything in the heavens above, or the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. Number 9, do not bow and worship to them, and do not serve them, because I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the father's inquiry to the third, fourth generations of those who hate me. Number 10, but showing faithful love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Do not misuse the name of the Lord your God, because the Lord will not leave anyone unpunished who misuses his name. Be careful to remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy as the Lord your God has commanded you. You are to labor 6 days and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath day to the Lord your God. Do not do any work, you, your daughter, your son, your male or your female slave, your ox or donkey, any of your livestock, or the resident alien who lives within your city gates, so that your male and female slaves may rest as you do. Remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and the land your God brought you out of there with a strong hand and an outstretched arm. That is why the Lord your God has commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. Honor your father and your mother. Honor your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long, and so that you may prosper in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not give dishonest testimony against your neighbor. Do not covenant your neighbor's wife. Desire your neighbor's house, his field, his male or female slave, his donkey, ox, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. So those are the 10 commandments, and those mean a lot to God. So we should be walking in obedience to that. We need to strive and push to walk in obedience to God's will. If you go to Deuteronomy 22, again, chapter 5, verse 22, the Lord spoke those commandments in a loud voice to your entire assembly from the fire, cloud, and total darkness of the mountain. He added nothing more. He wrote them on 2 stone tablets and gave them to me. All of you approached me with your tribal leaders and elders when you heard the voice from the darkness, when you were in the mountains were blazing from fire. I just want to skip over to chapter 6, verse 1. It says here, this is the command, the statutes, and the ordinance the Lord your God has commanded me to teach you, so that you will follow them in the land you are about to enter Do this so that you may fear the Lord your God all the days of your life by keeping all his statutes and commandments I am giving you, your son and your grandson, and so that you may have a long life. Listen, Israel, and be careful to follow them so that you may prosper and multiply greatly, because of the Lord, the God of your fathers, has promised you a land flowing with milk and honey. Listen, Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Ooh, it's a spider. Sorry. Those words that I am giving you today are to be in your heart. Repeat them to your children. Talk about them when you sit in your house and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them be a symbol on your forehead. Write them on your doorposts of your house and on your city gates. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I just wanted to read Deuteronomy and God's commandments and what we should be walking, how we should be walking, how we should be obedient to his commandments. It's just simple. It's plain, just like I read it to you all. We should all be following his commandments and being obedient. All right, until next time.